सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च।
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Bhattatri, who's on a journey to describe the greatness of Sri Krishna as Guruvayurappa in Guruvayur, while experiencing intense pain caused by Vatarogam that he had taken from his Acharya Achyuta Pisharopi, takes us through the essence of Bhagavatam in the form of this work called Narayaneeyam. In the previous Dashakam, which is the fourth Dashakam, that surprisingly comprised of 15 shlokas, talks about the Ashtanga Yoga and how Ashtanga Yoga helps control one's senses, mind and thereby leads one to moksha. But Loko Bhinna Ruchihi, says Shastra. The world doesn't comprise of people of the same type. There is no homogeneous world. In the same family, to the same set of parents, there will be 2-3 children where the daughter is different from the son in their habits. The daughter may like 10 dishes, the son may not like those dishes. Logo bhinna ruchihi, we don't have to go to the entire world. In our very own family, we see people of different qualities, different likes and dislikes. Same is the case with attaining Bhagavan, Paramatma, through different abilities. Not everybody will have the ability to concentrate, fix their mind, control their senses, do Ashtanga Yoga and then lead to moksha. So there are two ways to do this. Outside in, inside out. See, for example, when I think of Bhagavan within me, how do I do that? I know that the body which is covering the Jivatma is anityam, it is perishable. So from the body, material body, I go inwards to the Jivatma. To the Jivatma which is existent, there is a Paramatma who is an Antaryami. So there are two layers, external body, Jivatma, and to the Jivatma, Paramatma. That is why Annamacharya, the great composer in the 15th century states, Andariki Shri Hare Antaratma, Hare Antaratma, Shri Hare Antaratma, Indulo Jantu Kula Minnanokate, Andariki Shri Hare Antaratma, Andariki Shri Hare Antaratma, he says in the Telugu language. So Jivatma, and to the Jivatma there is Paramatma as Antaryami. So you have Paramatma, Jivatma, Shariram. So now through Ashtanga Yoga, you control your senses, your mind to concentrate on the Jivatma first and then the Paramatma inside. So it is outside in. From outside you are going inside. Now the shloka says Sura Nara Khaga Go Bhogi Gandharva Daityehi Chitram Ram Ramyadetam Tribhuvana Vapusham. The entire world is Bhagavan's Shariram. That time what do? We see the entire world as Bhagavan's Shariram. At that point in time, we have to understand how the world emerged. For that, we'll have to see Bhagavan, who's Antaryami, how he expanded as the world. Bahusyam prajayeti. For that, Bhattatri gives the fifth dashakam. The first shloka is Vyakta Vyaktamidam na kinchid abhavat prakrita prakshaye mayayam gunasamya ruddha vikritau tvayagatayam layam no mrityuscha tadamritam cha samabhunnanhona ratre sthitihi tatraikastvamashishyathā kila parananda prakashatmana prakrita prakshaye prak. When the great dissolution took place, which is layam. Remember, pralayam, we say. This laya shabdam doesn't mean there is destruction. Remember this. From the karya avastha of an object, it reaches its karana avastha. For example, mud, earth, is used to make a pot. So, mud, earth, becomes the karanam, the cause. What is the effect? Karyam, the product, the pot. So, if I break the pot reaches the earth again, which means it reaches its karana state. Layam means movement from the karya to the karana state. It doesn't mean destruction completely and non-existence. Prakrita prakshaye prak mayayam guna samya ruddha vikritau. At that point in time, when the three gunas have no role to play, because when the layam, pralayam happens, what is the use of sattva, rajo and tamo gunam? So they all come to a sukshma avastha. Then, agatayam layitvai. After this, the dissolution has happened. Idam vyakta avyakta. Now the world comprises of both sukshma and sthula shariram. Both it has got subtle and gross state. That time, na abhavat kinchit. All that we see, sukshma avastha, sthula avastha, this object, this person, that person will not exist. When I say does not exist, it will not exist in its karya avastha. It will come back to the karana avastha. For example, to impress upon the peahen, the peacock will open up its feathers and dance this way and that way and this way and that way to impress upon the peahen. Now, if the peahen says to the peacock, I am bored of it, now tired, I have seen your dance, enough. That time, what will it do? Will it shed all its feathers? No. That which was spread will come together and then go back to its original state. Similarly, when Bhagavan wants to create the world, like the peacock, he will spread his feathers and then the creation happens. When Mahalakshmi says, enough, bring pralayam, he will bring all of it to the sukshma avastha. Similarly, na abhavat kinchit, the sukshma and sthula will not exist then. Then what all will not exist? Tada mrityuhu cha amrityuhu, no samabhut. That birth, death and all that we speak will not exist because everything is going to the karana avastha. Na sthitihi annaha na ratro. Now the astronomical bodies also have to come to one center point. So specifically there is no sun or moon. Thereby there is nothing called as the day or the night. Na sthitihi annaha na ratrehe. Tatra ekahatvam ashishyathaha. It is only then when only one remains. That one is Narayana who remains. Kila parananda prakashatmana. As the embodiment of supreme bliss, consciousness and knowledge, Bhagavan alone stays. Nammalvar, hailed as one of the greatest mystic saints in the Dakshina Bharatiya Bhakti tradition, says, Onnum tevum, ulagumattum, yadumillavannu nanmugam tannodu devar ulagodu uyir padaittan. குன்றம்போல் மணிமாட நீடு திருக்குறுகூர் அதனுள் நின்ற வாதிப்பிரான் நிற்க மற்றை தெய்வம் நாடுதிரே ஒன்னும் தேவும் உலகும் மத்தும் யாதும் இல்லாவன்று. When there existed no day, when there existed no night, there existed no astronomical bodies, there existed all these jivatmas in the sukshmavastha, that time only one remained, who is Narayana. In case of Bhattatri, he sees Krishna that way. Next he goes to the next shloka. Kala karma gunascha jivanivaha vishvam cha karyam vibho chillila ratineyushi tvaitada nirlina tamayayuhu tesham naima vadantya sattvamayibho shaktyatmana tishthatam no chet kim gagana prasuna sadrisham bhuyo bhavet sambhavaha. Hey Vibho, the one who is responsible for the creation, for the sustenance, for the dissolution of all the universe that we see around us, tada tvai eyushi sati. At that point in time, you were completely engrossed when all of this as such was there. You were engrossed. Chilli la ratim. See, when there is nobody else, he alone remains. What was he doing? Now for us the question is, koi nahi hai. There is nobody there. What is he doing? He says, chilli la ratim. So he is in a cosmic sleep. He is in a yogic sleep. Sir, why is he sleeping? He appears as sleeping but is actually doing yoga. Uranguvadu pol yoga seyyum peruman. Yatra yogeshwara krishnaha. He is doing yoga. Through his yoga, he is able to control all the functionalities of the world. Chilli la ratim. Gunaha kalaha karmacha. So there are three gunas. There is time, there is kalam, there is karma. All the effects of all these actions. Jiva nivahaha. And multitude of living beings. Vishwam cha karyam. And then thereby, because of the unique power he has, the creative power he has, Maya Shakti. See, Maya Shakti means Atyascharya Lila Cheshtito Bhuta. Bhagavan has the ability to create, to bring everything magical. That is Maya Shakti. Here it may not indicate the Maya that is described in the Advaita tradition, which means Sadasad Vilakshanam. Here it is the Maya Shakti of Bhagavan. So, Vishwam cha Karyam Ayayuhu Nirlinatam. They were all in you because Bhagavan is the Shariram for all. So all the elements that we see with clarity now were a part of him, of his body. Ayi bhoho tesham tishthatam. For those elements that did not exist, Shaktyatmana, in the form of Maya, your unique creative power, na vadanti eva asatvam. Vedas also do not talk about that absolute non-existence. Remember, Bhattatri makes it very clear. See, when we say creation, protection, destruction, we believe that, okay, Bhagavan used some objects like how we make dishes and then he created this world. No. Creation doesn't happen that way. Two steps we need to understand. If at all after dissolution Bhagavan wishes to create, he doesn't have to toy like us, bring some rocks together, mud together, create a mountain. He will say, let there be a mountain. He will think. He will not even say, he will think. The mountain will come. His thought becomes action. For us, only if we do an action, it will become a product. So his Sankalpa Shakti is thinking. He says, let there be mountains. Let there be rivers. So there is a creation. But you need raw materials for the river. You need water. For mountains, you need rock and sand. Where will that come from? He must have kept it in some storage. No. They are all a part of his body. See, the entire body, for our perspective, body of Bhagavan, Shariram of Bhagavan, is the entire universe. Naranam Ayanam Yasya Saha. Narana means Chetana, Achetana. Chetana and Achetana form a part of his body, substratum. So he is called Narayana. So when the creation, when we mention, it doesn't mean he will sit and create, nor will he create with objects from outside. Like a spider that spins its own web from its own body material, Bhagavan creates the universe. No chet, that is why Bhattatri says, see, all this that we see are in Sukshmavastha. Then when he wants to create, it will go to Sthulavastha. That is because of this willpower, divine will. At the same time, he says, if at all you believe in a very amateur way, there is creation, there is destruction, nothing will exist, then it is equivalent to saying, no chet, tesham gagana prasuna sadrisham. Gagana prasuna sadrisham. See, there was a concept of Gagana Kusuma, lotus in the sky. Lotus exists, sky exists. But lotus in the sky doesn't exist. So, you are talking about two existing objects. When they come together, they don't have to exist. Like how the lotus in the sky was, is, and will never exist. Similarly, this concept that nothing existed and Bhagavan created from the start is wrong. From Sukshmavastha, he will go to Sthulavastha. Kim bhavet bhuyaha asambhavaha. Then Bhattatri asks, if at all you believe wrongly in that everything was destroyed, nothing existed, then how can there be a re-emergence? Where will that emergence come from? There has to be a solid reactant for the product to come. So this is a beautiful state in which Bhattatri explains to us the Virat Purusha, of course, in the forthcoming shlokas.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण